city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force, not for Gaelic football or hurling or rugby, partner, no, but to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys searching for their first win since that season opener. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys serving as the home team here in the Irish capital.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward. Will Reichert on for the kick. And for the very first time, the NFL is underway in Ireland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards or 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
At the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And already for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. All set now, 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the
Warren once more. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Got away from one, but that only buys enough space for him to get back to the line, Brock. It's 2nd down. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they're looking to throw with Rodgers. Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
That's good for a
On the
Steelers.
44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Rose caught. He's still going at the 30. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Warren quick on the draw. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards follow.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
87, Sterling Shepard.
2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings 7-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's just 21 yards down the pipe.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40 with 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's caught. This is recorded Krosky Merritt. The stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second down, looking for options. It's a screen play to Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
This will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Ireland. And it's the Steelers. With it, 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Give them a full 40 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here, Kronsky Merritt. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking underneath, it's Jones. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route complete. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. McCarthy looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Minnesota spends its second time out here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Again, McCarthy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Go with him, go with him.
Another throw here for McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds kick, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
The kickoff for the Vikings.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. Looks away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They wheel the half out, and they're content to take a tie into the locker room. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home for an NFC West battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the second-year wideout looking for a breakout year, Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in the first half, as evidenced by this play right here. This one's gone to half. They're all square at 17 apiece. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Into the hands of his running back, Koski Merritt. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Koski Merritt on 1st down. Up to the races, middle of the field. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie is putting on a show.
Reichard there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 10. Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And they sneak it with Rodgers. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders. He's signed for it.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 on that one. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Now give to Warren, coming right. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Warren. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The offense is set. 1st and 10. Warren here from the gun. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. To throw, Rodgers. Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers make it 17-all.
At 17.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Rusty Merritt straight ahead. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, give to Rusty Merritt. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Here's Jones. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that 1st down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's a quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now McCarthy. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's back to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, Koski Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a
Okay,
yard.
all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 17. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Right and inside, give to Ward. He dodged the tackle. Delivers another move. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. We'll pause here for a moment. Think it's for an injury. Yep, that is running back Jalen Warren, the athletic training staff's headed towards. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. To his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And when the veteran QB say, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Here he is to throw. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Here he is to throw. It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw it. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And he comes up with it. He went and got it. Touchdown. And now they can tie this or go for the win. I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock, but they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to use the last 4 quarters to make this decision, and it better not have been right in the moment. You better have made it before this drive began.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Baker with the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they fought hard not just against their opponents out on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents here in these stands. Now a chance to be the first ones to answer the bell and take the early lead here in overtime. First throw of overtime. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Minnesota spends its second time out here. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far. In past years, for a potential game-winning touchdown, let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Jones once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run. But he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Give it to Krosky-Merritt. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained 1 yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, if they want to keep this opening drive of OT going, they got to convert here 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, the other side gets a chance to go win.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. They stick with Gainwell, and they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, every side you can save it for later for that next 3rd down comeback.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 yard.
Play action here with Rodgers. He's bouncing. Finally caught, and he lost the football. This is scooped up by the Vikings. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble. Going into overtime, don't we always focus on the offenses being the hero? Which offense is going to be the hero that ends it? But, Brock, the defenses, the real superheroes in this one.
Oh, no question about it. It's been that side of the ball that's taken charge to try and set up a win. And if they're able to score to finally end this game, it won't be the score people are talking about. It'll be about them forcing the fumble to set it up.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sports, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's McCarthy to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they face second and long.
Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
Play action, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. So overtime, a defensive battle, Brock. Didn't even see a field goal go through. And in the end, even after some bonus football, this one's going to finish in a tie.